Yeah,
Anyways, let's start. Do you want me to do the intro or you do the intro?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. All right. We get some
Freaking
coffee.
camera.
And welcome back, everybody, to episode 31. Yes, it's 31. I didn't F that up, as I F up a lot of things on our YouTube channel and across our platforms. We haven't been really posting that much on Instagram lately. That's because,
No.
well, I'm a little busy right now. But I will catch up on all of that because there's cringe and dumb memes that need to be shared within the
Yes.
horror community and outside of it. And it cannot go unnoticed. We are missing a slew of our members today. Right now, it's just me and Ethan at the moment. As promised, Michael said he'd jump on, and so would Steven in the next 10 minutes or so. Matt is going to be MIA for quite a bit for the unforeseeable future until we get notification from him. We can't tell you guys what it is because it's none of your business.
Exactly.
It'll stay a mystery. But I want to first apologize because we made a promise that we would get back on our regular schedule of every week we would have a podcast, and we skipped a week. I get it. I'm sorry. Won't happen again, but we do have things coming up. We just wrapped up our latest episode for Music Rent, which should be coming out in the next couple days. And this episode you're watching this episode when you're watching it right now. So,
Yeah.
or listening. But let's get right back into it. So there's a lot of crazy things that's been happening in the paranormal community that Ethan's going to share with us in a bit. Paranormal in our personal life. I don't know what it is. It feels like February, March, there's not a lot of paranormal things that go on. I don't know if it has to do with energy or if it has to do with maybe, the paranormal beings are taking a vacation until April, because I've experienced things in April. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Right now, it's just kind of a lull. Nothing's really been going on here at the house. Ethan tried filming some stuff at his house because things have been happening at his house, but nothing came of it. And we were actually going to turn that into an episode. It was going to be an episode of explaining the unexplained.
Yeah.
It didn't work out that way. Hopefully, Ethan can refilm, and he'll catch something. Obviously, we don't want to film something that it's just there's nothing there, because then what's the point?
But that's the thing people don't realize. That happens sometimes. Sometimes things don't happen.
It does. It does happen. It's not like how Zach Bagans portrays it on his show, where it's just an abundance of paranormal things are happening all the time and everywhere, and every ghost is out to get Zach Bagans. It's not the case in real life.
Right.
Fortunately, unfortunately for certain people. But yeah, you were on the last. Yeah, you came in a little late and you were on your phone. That's right. Phone. As you can see, Ethan's on his back on his regular setting. His YouTube channel's back up, and we're ready to rock. And Ethan says he has. So initially, today, Steven was supposed to host, and he's running a little late. So we're gonna pivot, and hopefully the next episode he can.
Maybe Steven.
Maybe he has time to talk about what he was going to talk about a couple episodes ago. Who knows?
Yep.
We will see. Um, so why don't you go ahead and open it up, Ethan, and let us know what uh, your findings are in the
Of
paranormal
course.
community that's been going on right now.
So, it kind of starts off with this couple called the Paranormal Couple, or if anyone knows what I'm talking about, named Cody and Satori. Um, they they've been around for a long time, as people don't know people because they
Hey,
came in the
it-
limelight.
I'm just going to ask questions to kind of
Yeah,
open it up
yeah.
for our listeners if they're not familiar with it. Is this a YouTube channel
No, so
or is
we
this
got
like
kind
a
of.
regular show?
Yeah, so they got the TikTok and YouTube popularity recently due to because this
Okay.
YouTube channel called uh Sam and Colby or Cody, I don't know his name, but they're kind of like adventure paranormal group on YouTube. Um, they're pretty cool. They used to do like some like adventure stuff, breaking in, trespassing on some like you know deserted like buildings and stuff like that. But more recently, they've been getting into the paranormal world, which is very interesting. And what I like about them is they kind of show what this stuff is real and it's not edited and all this stuff. And I like them using like actual equipment, not just, oh, did you hear that? Like they try to debunk certain things whenever they try to
Right,
go to
right,
these
right.
places. So recently they made a video where they went to the actual Conjuring house. In the Conjuring house, there's these two tour guides named Cody and Satori. Cody and Satori have been in the paranormal community for a very long time. They started
Okay.
off with TAPS, the Atlantic Paranormal Society.
It's
As
pretty
many
much the in a pop culture setting. If you're not familiar with who they are,
mhm.
South Park actually made fun of them in their
Yep.
show. It was the whole. Did you hear that? It sounded like a.
The,
I have
yeah.
this warm substance going down my leg. It was
Right.
poop, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's what it was. But go ahead.
So they started off as paranormal investigators too. There, Cody, he was just a regular paranormal investigator and researcher for TAPS, and Satori is actually the daughter of one of the founding guys of Jason Hawes, the bald dude. It's his
Right,
daughter. So with TAPS kind of not being a thing anymore, and them not really posting like not making TV shows anymore, and I don't know if they're
right.
really doing anything.
When
I
when
know
it
they're
when
doing.
it
What happened?
do you know when that show stopped? Taps.
Tabs. It was recent, but I think they started trying to revise it on Max
Revive it.
because yeah, like revive it on Max because as many as you know,
So it says
HBO
here
Max and Discovery Plus kind of had a merger. Um,
initial
but I think
run to about.
let's see.
They actually have several shows.
Yeah,
Um, but the show's called Ghost Hunters. If you're not familiar
yeah,
with it, their organization's called TAPS, but the show's called Ghost Hunters, right? Or am I? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
You're
I'm
right.
right.
So
So it says here
yeah, they are back. It says they're in a new
they
season
returned
called.
in 2016.
Mm-hmm. And it's a new episode called
Yeah,
Taps Returns Ghost
they
Hunters.
came back in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
They're set
And
to
they
release
just
another
came
one
out.
in April on the yeah April 6th, 2023. Okay.
Correct. So this couple, Jason's daughter, Satori and Cody, ended up being a couple. They ended up getting together and stuff like that. And lo and behold, Satori kind of figured out that she has means of speaking to
She's a medium.
the yeah, but in a different way, not in the
She's
traditional way.
clairvoyant. Is That's what she
Correct.
is.
But not in a traditional way. So their practices of coding Satori is kind of different from normal, like Ed and Lorraine Warren type of stuff. So their method is by knocks,
Mhm.
right? So their method is they hold hands. It only works when their energy touches each other. That's their way of doing it, or how they say they do it, right? So they touch
Right.
hands, and the ghost that's in, or the spirit, or whatever it is, or the entity that's in your home goes towards them, and you hear walking, kind of like this, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's tapping.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
And that's how they respond to them. So what Satori does is like, okay, like, one knock for yes, two knocks for no, whatever. But what's different from what she
Mhm.
does to other clairvoyant people and what they do in their method is when the spirit is doing multiple taps at the same time, that means they want to spell something out. So what they do is she starts spelling, she goes A, B, C, D, E. She goes to the alphabet until she hears a knock. So that knock
Right.
indicates that letter. So they kind of communicate in that way so the spirit can say a certain word like, oh, house, and it'll spell out the house by her saying A, B, C, D, and then so on. And then it knocks when it gets to a certain letter. Now, the reason why they're in a controversy right now, because Sam and Colby tried to debunk them because
Mhm.
it sounds like what Cody it sounds like Cody is knocking his toe on the ground.
Oh. Is there any
Yes.
like visual evidence of that?
So here's the
Or
crazy
just
part, right? So it kind of gets Ghost Adventures involved in a certain way. So
really? Okay.
Yeah, Colby and Sam tried to debunk them, and they took them outside, to gravel and see if it worked. Of course, it worked because you can knock on gravel with your foot, as anyone could.
Mhm.
I'm doing it with my foot right now. I can do it. Or you can. They're either saying it's him tapping his big toe like this, or like joint knocking. So he puts his joint on the ground and he's knocking his
Right.
joint against the gravel with the shoe.
Okay.
Um, Apparently, Sam and Colby found that there were some other clairvoyant couple that tried to do the same thing back in the 1960s, and were found out that they were messing with people for
They're
money.
faking it. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
and saying
faking
like,
it.
"Oh, I can contact your family members," and they were doing the same thing
Oh,
in
those
a
I
sense.
remember those. Those were so fucking cringe. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie. Back then where I'm getting a T.
Yep.
Tammy? Yeah, Tammy.
Yeah.
That's who it
Exactly.
is. That is
Exactly.
cringe. But go ahead.
So, but so they tried. They put them in different. They thought it was their shoes. It wasn't their shoes. They gave them different. They went to Walmart, bought them different shoes, different socks. They were trying to figure everything out until Colby says, "Can you do without your shoes on?" And they did. They declined to do that method.
Really?
So they if they and then one of the cameramen from Ghost Adventures, he has his own TV show and now YouTube channel. They
Which
had
one?
an
Or
interview with
he
him.
didn't come out on the show? No,
He
right?
Yeah, well no, he was the dude that did the spoof of Ghost Adventures. He ended up getting his own
Oh, okay,
TV show.
That kid, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
So what ended up happening was that's a whole other controversy. They ended up losing their show because of Zach Bagans. So they ended up posting on YouTube now. During their episodes still like produced the same way. But they had an interview with Sam and they had an interview with Cody and Satori recently. That guy from Ghost Adventures has his own TV show now. Um,
Mhm.
they asked the same question: Can you guys do this method without your shoes on? And they still say no. We can't do it
They
without our shoes
declined.
on.
Okay.
Yeah, they declined. And the controversy is this group, and I'm looking at their website now. If they were just doing it because they're tour guides at the Conjuring House, that's their job now, right? Now, if they were just to do the tour and that's it, right? Okay, whatever. They're just messing with people at the Conjuring House, whatever. But now they're selling tickets so you can go to the Conjuring House and have an experience with them. So you buy this experience to go to the Conjuring House overnight from like 7 p.m. to 8 in the morning and have
Mhm.
Cody and Satori with you at all times doing this method. So and what's making people upset is that they're bringing loved ones into this situation. So like, it's harder to do.
You
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, like someone's
Ugh.
grandma that's passed away or whatever. Like the episode with Sam and Colby, they they start bringing up Sam's, I think, grandmother who passed away, and he started crying on the video. And later on, when they started figuring out that they were kind of like, it's not kind of true, he started getting upset because it got him emotional. And the thing
Right.
is, obviously, and they pointed it out too, that it's easy for them to figure out their information because they're influencers. So you can just easily go to Google and see if anything happened to them, if they had any family members passed away or any like tragic events.
Right.
and and what it seems like is this couple is kind of like, you make an appointment with them to do this, like this method they do,
This
and they
fake method or whatever.
yeah, and they say, okay, well, you have to give us an ample time before we do it so we can prepare our bodies or whatever. And I think what it is, me personally, is they give this month or 2 weeks or whatever until you do this method with them so they can figure out who you are, so they can have these
Yeah, yeah.
answers.
So they could do um, a dossier on you and like really dive
Exactly.
deep who you are
Mm-hmm.
and see if you have any relatives that have died or where
Mm-hmm.
you live. Maybe there was something there before, or if there's something haunted
Exactly.
nearby. Yeah, totally makes sense.
So it's just, I don't know, if it comes out that they are doing what they're doing, it's true. That's fucking crazy because it's just another method of the paranormal speaking to us. But if it's fake, fuck them. I mean, the thing is, what people are saying, that they are even messing with the people at the Conjuring House. They're making people believe that they can do this method, and making the owner of the Conjuring House believe it as well. Because if you watch the videos of paranormal investigators going to the Conjuring House, the owner being there
Mhm.
with Cody and Satori, you can see that it's not like the owner's on it, because the owner is like freaking out. It's not like the owner is like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at that. It's more just like the actual owner's freaking out. Like the owner's believing on what they're doing. And I think someone said it recently in YouTube videos that I think they think that Cody and Satori are just the biggest scammers in the world, and they're just messing with everyone. Like, because my thing
Well,
is,
let me let's unpack this a little bit. So this
yeah,
is where okay, that let's be realistic. There's a lot of skeptics
of course.
in the in the world. I would say that I would even venture to say that there's skeptics within the paranormal community as well.
Of course.
Rightfully so. We're believers, but we
Mm-hmm.
are rational as well. If something doesn't make sense, we'll try to debunk it or look into
Right.
it is nonsense. But an event like this does not help the paranormal
No.
community at all.
Mm-mm.
And I'll say why. Because if it does turn out in the future that they were, you know, faking this whole thing, people will just come back, oh, well, they were faking it. So it's just, and
Mm-hmm.
especially because you said that, this couple
Mm-hmm.
uh garnered a lot, some kind of fame on TikTok. The majority of it's on TikTok, right? Not YouTube.
Both, actually, because on
Both.
YouTube they got
Okay.
popular because of that YouTube video.
Okay. Okay. But it's like a mediocre. So this is what I'm thinking in terms of.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really doing it for the paranormal activity, for the paranormal community. What they're doing to me, from what I see it as, especially from my background, these are business decisions. So they're
Mm-hmm.
continuing this way to kind of really push the envelope and see how far they could get um, monetarily,
Mm-hmm.
monetizing this kind of content, because I really believe that if it is faked and the people
Mm-hmm.
have already proved that they're faking it, then to do the community a service instead of a disservice, I
Mm-hmm.
think they should stop.
Oh yeah.
Stop what they're doing immediately. I'm not saying leave the community and not venture into anything paranormal again, but if they really truly believe in the paranormal, they would venture out and do something different,
Mhm.
because what they're doing right now is not helping the cause of, and the cause is, it's always been the same, that,
Yeah.
you know, the paranormal and the unexplained is really there. Um, and this is just going to create more skeptics. And
No, yeah.
we need skeptics, yes, but I would say 100% purist skeptics we don't need, because then all of that gets lost. And
Mhm.
I don't know. And I'm saying in a perspective spiritually, when you get rid of the paranormal factor in our lives, because there are spirits out there that are lost and they are in purgatory
Yeah.
and they need that kind of help. Is there an evil side to it? Of course. There's an evil side to almost everything. Um, but like I said, they're doing a disservice to the community on so many levels. But the most important one is then you're going to get people that are going to be like, oh, well, then see, look, ghosts aren't real because this
Exactly.
is all
It's
nonsense.
yeah.
And I mean, we could back it up a little bit and say it's the same case when it comes to Ghost Adventures. Look, we love Ghost
Mhm.
Adventures.
Yeah.
There's things in there's things in it that are compelling, and it's hard to debunk or say that it's fake,
Right.
or some of it's movie magic, or in this case, television magic. But there are, uh, on a real scale, um, there are moments in the show where you're kind of like, uh,
Exactly.
come on, Zach, come on. Um, but that could go hand in hand with what's going on with this couple,
Uh-huh.
is that they're trying to monetize as much as they can. So at some point in time, and I think it's already happening, a lot of these shows are going to start revisiting a lot of the places. And I know Ghost Adventures has done that a lot, because
Mhm.
you can only visit all the places in the world, that are indeed haunted.
Right.
I guess what I'm trying to say, all in all, with this couple is that it's just not, it's not, it's not right. It's not cool on so
No.
many levels. Morally, entangling these people that are looking for answers or looking to
Mhm.
contact their loved ones or their relatives or someone that they know, and just putting a dollar sign on it because they're getting a shit ton of views on a social media website.
Yep.
Um, and it sucks. Like I said, on so many levels. And has anything else come out of this? Like, is there any other developments when it comes to it?
Nothing as of yet because obviously like they're very careful who they speak to. Obviously, they're only really doing
Really?
paranormal
Okay.
like they're as in like they're only really speaking to people that are like paranormal investigators. They're not just speaking to like news outlets or like stuff
Like
like
lower
that.
level,
Like
not like high profile ones, like Zach Bagans and
yeah,
the higher profile ones.
exactly. And I don't know. It's here's the weird part, right? Somehow, in some way, in my mind, and someone that's listening to YouTube video and it's true, if this comes out and it's true, they're not messing with people and there is actual like that's how they communicate with people, it changes the game
Mhm.
in the paranormal community. It really
Oh
does.
yeah, it
If there's
does.
another form of talking to your loved ones, but then again, it makes it what makes it that's where religion comes into play of this whole situation, right? Because
Right, right.
you come into play where if Cody and Satori are really doing this and it's true, then it's like they're chosen by God or Jesus to do this on this earth to for people to communicate with others. Now, if it's true, that's the case, right? Because that's when you bring in religion. But then
Right.
they haven't said that's the reason why they can do it. They haven't said, "Oh, we're the chosen ones" or whatever. They've never said that. That's the only thing I give
On
them.
the
They don't.
well, if they do that,
No, yeah. Yeah.
then it's
But
so
they
far
haven't said that.
fetched.
So they just say, for some reason, it just happens to us and we don't understand why. That's all they say. Whenever someone says, why do you think it's happening to you guys? That's all they say. Right. Now, if it's true, the way I look in my head is there's a side A and a side B, right? If it's true, I have side A
Mhm.
where it's like changes the game. We can really figure out if we can really communicate with the dead this way, easier way rather than using technology and these equipment. And sometimes not happen, sometimes it may happen. If we can get a definitive way of speaking to the paranormal world, then
Mhm.
you, we can ask so many questions that we have no answers to that they can possibly answer. Here's the weird part,
Right.
right? So there's this YouTube channel called The Boys that I watch, right? They interviewed Sam and Colby, the guys that interviewed Cody and Satori that did the Conjuring House thing. They asked him, like they asked him questions like, did you guys ask him certain questions? Did you ask him how the afterlife is, whatever? And they said that, well, here's the weird part, right? And Cody and Colby and Sam said we're under a certain NDA with certain questions that we asked that we got answers to that we can't speak about.
The hell? With who?
So, well, no, they have an NDA with those that couple, meaning that like they had asked
Mm.
certain questions and they got answers that they're not allowed to talk about. And I don't know, they're not saying what those answers or those questions were, but Colby did say it has to do with questions about the afterlife. Now, that was before Colby and Sam started, trying to debunk them, right? Because I think it was like a month or two
Right.
later, they started to see, is this shit real, right? Because
Right.
if it's real, on the account of the questions they ask Cody and Satori, if it's real, then those answers they got are true, right? But
Would
if
would you say would you say that they're would you say this couple is at the, you know how there's always within the paranormal community, there's
mm-hmm,
always um the more popular side of it, and for a
mm-hmm,
long time it was Ghost Adventures, and it even
right,
started spilling over into just general pop culture.
mm-hmm.
Would you say uh that's what these people are right now?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Because on my TikTok right now, even people that don't even talk about paranormal activity stuff are talking about this couple.
Really?
And
Okay.
it's like the channel that I'm talking about, the boys, they're a gaming channel and they're talking about this couple. So it's like
Really? Okay.
it's really catch a lot of people's eyes. And that's why it's like now they're treading very lightly, I feel like, because they're getting this publicity now. And the reason why in my head I feel like I'm 50-50 on it. The reason why I'm 50 it's
Yeah.
fake because yeah, there's explanations they can be faking it. And then two, why does it have to be the daughter of Jason Ha from Ghost Hunters? Like why does it have to be her that has this ability to
Right.
speak to
Magically.
the undead and magically, right? It has to be her. If it was some rando from Idaho, I would believe it more, right? But the fact that she's
Well,
been in the
okay.
limelight before,
Right. And I guess we could really dive into the whole monetizing your content and
right?
making a business of it. So, based on what I see here from the Ghost Adventures TV series,
Mm-hmm.
there is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. There is nine different
Mm-hmm.
uh, properties, I guess you could call them, or shows
Mm-hmm.
that are related to Ghost Hunters TV series. Now, I'm assuming when it says related, that somehow, some way, the creators of the show, or I
Mm-hmm.
should say Jason Hawes,
Mm-hmm.
um, are involved in all those
Yeah.
other shows. I've never seen. I've only vaguely seen Ghost Adventures. Not Ghost
Ghost
Hunters.
Hunters,
I've only
right?
seen a few episodes. I have not seen any of their other shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So who's to say this is just another
Sure.
business venture for them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it because they're both from. I mean, besides her being the daughter of Jason, this dude was a paranormal investigator with. Ghost Hunters. So it's like
Oh,
he's
I
been in the
see.
spotlight. You know, he's been in the TV show. He was a paranormal investigator when they were on on TV. So it's like I see, oh, we're not on the show anymore and we're not getting any money from it, so we got to find another way of getting some type of revenue, right? And
Right,
we have somewhat of a spotlight. We used to. Some people might know who we are. Let's try to do this
right.
method, right? And I mean, like I said, I've never seen Ghost Hunters. I've seen like you, a couple handful of episodes.
Like
I
a
don't know if
few
they've done this
handful.
method. Yeah, I don't know if they've done this method on Ghost Hunters. I feel like if
For
they
I mean, for
did,
from what from here's the crazier part. From
yeah,
what I remember out of Ghost Hunters, when you know, at the height of all these ghost hunting shows, there
mm-hmm,
was Ghost Adventures at the time. There was Ghost Hunters. There was
mm-hmm,
Paranormal State.
mm-hmm,
There was a shit ton of them, and they were all like on A&E at the time. Was
mm-hmm.
that
A and
where they
E
were at, or
and
was it like
A and E and
Discover, or I don't
A&E
even
and
remember? But
Discovery.
on one of those channels, yeah. So, and from what I remember, when I saw the Ghost Hunters show, which was in very many episodes, all I remember is that they made it to where they were more on this technical standpoint
Mm-hmm.
of ghost hunting, where they were looking to debunk everything. Everything was,
Right.
they were trying to make it seem like it was faked, or they they were trying to debunk it, and that was like their general direction of the show.
Mm-hmm.
That, from what I remember. Now I don't know if
Yeah.
they pivoted and they just went full Zach Bagans, or like, oh my god, there's a ghost touching my wiener.
Yeah.
But um I don't know. But and it's kind of, it's a pivot if this is a business decision for them. If they're,
Yeah.
let's get your daughter to say that she's clairvoyant, and she's in
Mm-hmm.
contact with ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a polar opposite of what their show was when I first saw it.
Right.
um I don't know, because if you look at their run, I have it up on Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at their run, it's very sporadic. It's not like Ghost Adventures where it just never fucking stopped. Like
Continuous.
they just have
Yeah.
a gajillion fucking seasons. Um,
Yeah.
but Ghost Hunters, like, they were on and off. Like it says here, they started in 2004, ended in 2016, re-upped it in 2021. So
Right.
it wasn't like, who knows, dude? It could be with the with revitalizing their show. This is another way for them to monetize, to have
Mm-hmm.
another avenue, um, to go along, to pair it with their Ghost Hunter show that's coming out in April.
Right.
Um, I don't know. It's possible, which sucks. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, it sucks because there
It
are
hurts.
there are snake oil people out there, that
Mm-hmm.
there's swindlers out there in every industry or
Yep.
community, and you're gonna get people that are like this, especially because you mentioned, Ethan, that
Mm-hmm.
um, you mentioned that there's a lot of people that are already skeptical about what they're
Mm-hmm.
seeing, and they're trying to debunk everything, and that's already
Yeah.
a bad foot. And so
Oh
the people
yeah.
that are, I guess this is my question to you, because you're way more um knowledgeable on this situation than I am, because this is news
Mm-hmm.
to me as you're telling me on the podcast.
Right.
um are there people, so the people that are denying what they're saying, or kind of trying to
Mm-hmm.
debunk what they're doing, or questioning them, are these people prominently in the community, the paranormal community, or they're outside sources, like just your run of the mill TikTok user?
So here's the weird part. So I'll go two different ways, right? You do have people that are on TikTok that do take that on TikTok that do like paranormal content. You know, they
Right,
doing their own investigations and stuff like that. And on that side, you do see the mixture of I believe it and I don't. Right now,
right,
here's the weird part. Right, this is the one that always caught my mind. The reason why I watched their series to kind of better understand it, because they ended up going to the Conjuring house themselves. That channel, The Boys, right? It's just gaming
Mhm.
dudes that never they did horror game stuff like kind of like how we do, but they never talked about the paranormal or whatever, right? So
Right.
they became friends with Sam and Colby, and they figured all this stuff out with them and saw their channel, saw their video. They made a series on discussing their video that they made, that Sam and Colby made about the Conjuring House and the Cody and Satori.
Right.
What I like, the reason I watch them is because I want to see, okay, what kind of a person with a fresh mindset sees it as, right? Because you have a dude named Eddie who's super religious. He's Catholic, he's Hispanic, and he believes in the
Mhm.
paranormal. But then you have these two other guys who,
Right.
they're agnostic. They believe in a higher power,
Mhm.
but they don't believe in a certain religion, right? And of
Right.
course, in the beginning, they were all kind of like, you had the mixture of guys who are like, oh, like that's creepy, that's it's true, I believe in. Then there's one dude who was super skeptic, where he started believing it towards like the I think the third episode of them, watching the series. But then as they started discussing and listening to what Sam and Colby were saying about their method, and them doing their own research on Google and seeing like, oh, has this ever been done before? This and that, they started debunking it more and not believing it, because they started realizing, okay, kind of like how I am, these people have been on TV shows before. These people, they have some type of
Right.
tie to, taps or ghost hunters or whatever.
See, and
And
that's where the impasse is, though. You know what I mean?
uh huh,
Is that small fact that you just mentioned,
mm-hmm,
the small fact of of they come from a TV background. That's
exactly,
already going to put them in question
mm-hmm.
right away.
And
Right
and
away.
that's the thing is right. And the two guys that are on this channel, they've worked in that industry before. They were cameramen on in TV shows and stuff like that, and they know Hollywood will tend to fabricate things.
Yeah,
And that's what makes him believe, okay, are they bullshitting us like like Hollywood usually does, or is this legit, right? So it's like, and Eddie, the super religious dude, said, like, if it, like, kind of like how I am, if this is true, it's crazy, but if it's not, I understand why it would be fake, because for one, they've come from a TV background. Two, why out of nowhere this couple that used to be on a TV show for some reason started working for the Conjuring House has this new method
yeah.
out of nowhere, right?
That's strange.
And
Super strange.
exactly, it's very weird. And he was like,
And
if they knew,
what's the daughter's name again? What's the
her
daughter's
name
name?
is Satori Hawes, so it's spelled up
I,
here. Satori
you cut
is
off. What did you
S
say?
Satori Hawes, so it's Satori Hawes.
Satori.
Mm-hmm.
And her last name is Haas.
Mm-hmm. Just like Jason, Hawes.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Satori.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Internet personality. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Satori
I mean,
Haas.
like, they're even getting to the point where they started posting on Instagram dressed up as Ed and Lorraine Warren. And the thing is, here's what's getting kind of mixed up into the paranormal community is that,
I'm seeing that right. Let me
yeah,
pull this up so that our viewers can
and
see this
here's the problem, right? So
stuff.
it's like the people in the paranormal community are saying they're the next Ed and Lorraine Warren, but if they turn out to be
That
fake, then it
you're
hurts even
referring to
more.
this one, right?
Yes,
This.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah, dude. Come
So
on. Come on.
my thing is, if it turns out to be fake and the paranormal community is kind of saying, oh, they're the next Ed and Lorraine Warren, it hurts even more, because and then
Right.
people start looking at, oh, if they're faking it, then why are as everyone in the paranormal community faking it? Is every YouTube video to TV show fake?
This is who you're talking about. Uh,
Yes.
the this new power couple, if I guess you could call them, in the
Right.
paranormal community. Um, yeah, dude. I don't know. It's just
But like I
to
said
me,
though,
and
right?
but look how they're dressing her. Or I don't know if this is how she regularly. Okay, no, this is not how she regularly
No.
dresses. Look at the progression of how she dresses. Right here, she's got a black t-shirt, jeans. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the further you go, it's just sweater, jeans. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
progression. Okay, when after you said that they were saying that she might be the new quote unquote um,
Ed
Lorraine
and
Warren,
Lorraine. Yeah.
look at look at look at how she progressively look how she start. Look at come on, dude, really? Look at.
Yep.
I
Even
mean,
the
this isn't
content.
a Halloween costume. Don't even count that. But I don't know, man. It's just I I want to believe it's another ghost hunters business venture, and this is something I wanted to point out to you, Ethan, because
Mm-hmm.
I did see this on here. Where was it? Right here. So, do they have their own
Mm-hmm.
show, The Paranormal Couple?
So it's not a show. It's kind of what Ed and Lorraine do. They're lectures that you can go to that they do.
Ah, great.
Yeah,
hmm
and that's what they
So
do.
they're
Is they
gonna
go to these
do the
lectures.
full. So, oh my God, this is now it's starting to get on my nerves. So they're just going full all in that they're
Mm-hmm.
replacing Ed and Lorraine Warren. This is
In a
what they're
way,
doing.
but here's the thing, though, right? Like, so that dude I was talking about on that YouTube channel, he was even saying that the fact that they're publicly using ghost hunters and tabs for their
Right.
advantage
Mhm.
to have these, lectures and sell. And here's the craziest part, right? So they have their own website, right? Which almost every paranormal
Right.
investigating group does. But
We don't. I'm just kidding.
um right, they have contact, they have events, lectures, museum, whatever, right? The museum, because they work at, the Conjuring House and all that stuff. But
Right.
crazy part is now they have a store icon, store tab, and it says we're working on a shop right now. Please click, please check back later. So now they're even selling stuff.
On
They're planning
TikTok.
to
On
sell
TikTok.
stuff. Well, no, on their website, and eventually want to sell.
Oh, on
I
the
don't know what
oh,
they're planning.
like
Yeah,
merch, like straight
I
merch. Oh my God.
I don't know what it is. They're working on the shop right now. To the website says. So I don't know. I mean, I
What
get
would
it.
the
Like,
merch even be about?
I don't know. I mean, don't get me
I
wrong.
don't
I
know.
get it. Like, even if you do paranormal and you're a ghost investigator, you don't get paid for it because you technically have to pay to go to these certain places to, go to these specific areas.
Steven's finally
But
here. Only
I
took him
know.
3 years.
Micro sim
Um.
support.
So
Why do you guys sound
the
like that?
fact.
What the hell? Go ahead. Keep
What?
going. Keep going.
Go 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 go.
Okay. So I don't know. It's just it just
I
sounds
mean, look at that
fishy.
comment. Look at the comment I highlighted. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, guys
What does it say?
are not doing it for exactly. But here's the thing, though, right?
Come on,
Here,
dog.
here's
Come on.
but here's the thing, though, right? That comment I get, but at the same time, when you're doing something like this, like, you're a ghost hunter or you're actually doing paranormal investigating, I mean,
hmm
yeah, you got to capitalize it on some ways, but there's a point where you capitalize it on it, and then you start using, oh,
In
I
the
was
wrong way.
on,
In
yeah,
the
like
wrong way. Yes.
exactly, I was on Ghost Hunters or I was part of the Atlanta Paranormal Society, so it's like, eh, I don't know, like you
I
type
mean, I see
in,
where you're coming at it. Like I see
yeah,
where you're coming at it. Where I'm coming at it, where I have qualms,
mhm,
is they're literally trying to become the next Ed and Lorraine Warren,
mhm,
and they're faking shit.
oh
That's
yeah,
ultimately that's what's pissing me off.
mhm,
And I'll tell you why it pisses me off. Because you know what? Yeah, we may have done our own little ghost investigations or whatever, and trying to
mhm,
contact people on the other side, or people that spirits that were on the side, or whatever malevolent being that was haunting us in certain locations. But on a personal level, I mean, I've at length have already spoken about how the amount of things that have happened in my life. That you too, Ethan, the amount of things that have happened to you, and
mhm,
they're all genuine. I mean, we gain nothing out of
no,
lying about our experiences. It's not like we're selling it. yes, we have a YouTube channel, but it's more of us just discussing the things that have happened to us, and it's not like we're like, oh, here's my YouTube channel. Now go to my merch to buy my t-shirts.
Right.
We may get there at some point, but right now that's not the case. And I don't think I don't know if I'm speaking for everybody here, but we're not in it for that kind of recognition. We're more
No.
of, we love talking about this shit and just and kind of sharing our experiences. And I don't know, when I see this kind of post, I'm just like, okay, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes a little bit. Pump the fucking brakes, right? Like,
See, look at right there, right? The comment that I see right there. I'm
this
telling
long
my
ass
kids.
paragraph.
No.
Oh,
I'm telling my kids you were the Ed and Lorraine Warren, but the better version.
come on. They're just the modern day them,
Yeah.
but the fake
If they're-
them.
Yeah.
They stage that.
We're gonna start selling shirts that say "Yoo-hoo" on them.
Yeah, I
God.
know. So, and if you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, we still have it in plans. I just have to carve out some time and sit down and get into story mode and really talk about it. But we are going to split up a lot of the particular stories that we've had on our podcast. We want to divvy them up and kind of cut them up and create them as individual videos, kind of like a ghost story bedtime story kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to post them up on our YouTube channel so that they're on their own. And if people are like, oh, if we reference it in future episodes, we could just be like, if you're unfamiliar with the Yoo-hoo story, go watch our Yoo-hoo story video on YouTube. And it just makes it easier for the audience.
Instead of
and
having them watch the whole podcast.
yeah, exact. Thank you, Michael. Instead of having to go back and watch episode, I don't even know what episode it was. It was like 18 maybe, and be like, go watch episode 18, minute mark this, but then you got to listen to a bunch of other cum jokes. Like, I don't want.
Hey, but if you want to, then it's fine. But if you don't want
if you want to, that's great. That's great. Yeah, dude, and this is a very interesting story, Ethan. I'm really happy you brought this up. We did say at the top of the podcast, Stephen, that you originally were supposed to talk about your topic, but unfortunately,
Mine?
You got to, yeah.
I don't want to, dude. I haven't found anything credible on that.
Okay, well, keep doing your research.
Yeah, I gotta search more, but
yeah, keep doing your research. Don't play squad, maybe for one day, and and fucking just do your research, and that way we could make an episode of it. But regardless, those are the plans we have, and when I'm explaining all this shit, it's more of to give you context. And there's a lot of paranormal YouTube videos, YouTube channels out there, TikTok pages and Instagram pages that are dedicated to the paranormal. And unfortunately, you get individuals that are at the hierarchy of the paranormal, community, and all they're trying to do is monetize it at every level, every instance. And this is, I'm sorry, dude. Look, I don't want to. I know I'm probably gonna upset some people, and I might be in the minority of this, or maybe I'm not. But this entire page, maybe not all of it, because at some point she was like, this art was just for her. But at some point in time, this turned into a business Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And it was to support their show and support their tour that they have of the Paranormal Couple. And now Ethan, maybe you can answer this question for me. Where did the narrative come from that they were the next Ed and Lorraine Warren, outside of becoming the public speakers or the co-owners of the Paranormal Couple's Haunted Museum, or the Atlantic Paranormal Society?
Right. So
Chingadera. Yeah.
them saying they've never said it, but it's more just the paranormal community started saying it,
like the fan base, I guess,
in a way. Yeah,
cringy fan post,
and it's just like, okay, This is straight from their fucking website, theparanormalcouple.com. Okay,
Let's
who
look
does
at it.
this sound? This is. I'm gonna read it off as you show it, and it just sounds like someone that we know. So another couple that we know, right? So if you go
Oh,
to
this
About
website
Us,
sucks. I'm sorry,
Dude, go to About
Look,
Us.
man. Wait, hold on. Let's pause.
It
Pause
looks like
right
I
now.
made that
okay?
on code.org.
Dude, it looks like you made this.
It's like a school website.
School. Yes, someone made this in a school website when I was in high school. Dude, I'm in digital marketing. This is an atrocity. Like, really?
It's like a city website.
Yeah, like it's a .org, like a government or .gov website. This is
wait, go down.
This is horrendous.
Big news coming soon, summer 2023.
Oh God.
Damn.
Because no one's watching their website. Dude, look at this. Look at this cringe like title here. Ugh. Okay,
why is it like clocks and gears and stuff?
Because it's mysterious.
It's kind of like what do you call it? It's a steampunk vibe. Yeah. Go where, Ethan? About Us?
Yeah, go to About Us. I'm gonna read one sentence off the About Us that just sounds kind of familiar to me. So I'm gonna read one sentence, okay? And it's the second paragraph to the end, the last sentence. It says, together, Cody and Satori are now bringing their collection on the road to educate and inform others about haunted objects, trigger objects, and the care of
Stop
precautions.
right there.
Who does that sound like right there? Who does that sound?
It sounds like Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it does. It does.
You didn't even have to finish that sentence, and I was already, wait a minute, hold on. Like, okay.
But okay, I'll give it some hold on.
I don't even know where to begin on this. It's just
let me put some context behind it so that Steven and Michael know, right? So the reason why all this is very fishy to me and Sergio is the fact that the female Satori, right? Satori Haas. If everyone knows, ghost hunters are taps, the one that South Park made fun of doing the. Did you hear that? It was like a noise. So that show.
That's the daughter.
That's the daughter of the main dude that started the show. So that's why it's like, why does it have to be the daughter that has to be this clairvoyant person that can speak to the paranormal world in a new way now?
Because it would just make sense.
Magically out of nowhere.
It doesn't make sense, but it does to people.
But and my argument to Ethan, and Ethan agrees wholeheartedly, it makes sense monetarily.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
and here's the part that gets me upset, and I told Sergio, is that this couple works at the actual legit the Conjuring House, right?
Conjuring House.
They're fucking with people at the Conjuring House. This is all fake. They're fucking with people, and they're fucking with the owner of the Conjuring House because they're making the Conjuring owner believe what they do. So it's like, it's all around just fucked. It's just like,
and guess what? Guess what? This is the cherry on top. Guess and what? All right. Guess what, dude? This is all happening. Because I don't know. I'm not on TikTok, or I didn't even know about this going on, and maybe it's because I'm out of the loop on certain things. But her dad's show, okay, it's coming out with a new season. And they stopped. Their show stopped. I think we read that they stopped like in 2012. Was it?
2017. No. They came back in 2017. They stopped in 2012.
Oh, I mean, we could just do this.
Yeah. Why is there gears?
I don't like that guy's face.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, I found out. So go back to their stupid ass website really quick.
Yeah, 1 second.
I found something.
I want to give this out real quick so that Michael and Steven understand. So initially their show started in 2004. It stopped in 2016, and it started up again in 2021. Now they have another their new season of their shows coming out in April. Now, if they tie in what's going on with these fucking kids in their show, all it screams to me is a business decision. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah. And here's the fucked up part, right? So they're using the Conjuring house to their advantage too. Because like go back to home. One, that's the first thing you see, the Conjuring house. Secondly, go down a little bit more. Keep going. Right there. Museum Patreon members receive free unlimited admission. So they're giving free admission to the Conjuring house Patreon if they contribute to their Patreon. So they're using the Conjuring house that's legit haunted
for their own profit and gain.
For their own profit. Yeah.
Pretty much. And it's all funneling up to that. It's all it's going to ghost hunters.
Well, that's the crazy part, because the dude that she's with, her husband, was a paranormal investigator with ghost hunters.
Right. Cody
Ghost Hunters is the other. Now you know why he's not there anymore, because he was faking stuff.
Well, and this is something I was telling Ethan is that, so at the height of it, I think what year was it, Ethan, when we were really into all these shows? We're still into them, but like religiously,
it was like all the 2011, 2010, around there.
Around that time, right?
Yeah.
So
it was the beginning stages of Ghost Adventures, which was then.
Right. And there was a trifecta of the most popular TV shows in the paranormal community. It was Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, and Paranormal State.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into Paranormal State on another episode. That's actually a good thing to get into. And Ghost Hunters, out of the three, their sole mission, and because they were skeptics, they made it seem like they were skeptics. From the little episodes that me and Ethan saw and Michael saw, that they focused more on debunking and trying to see if the owner was faking it, or it was just like some miscommunication or circumstances that can be explained. And it's kind of, and I told Ethan that it's the polar opposite of what the show is now. And from a business standpoint, it would make sense because with his daughter doing it, but she's going knee deep into this shit. Like, oh yes, I'm clairvoyant. I'm the new, Lorraine Warren. I'm the modern day Lorraine Warren kind of person, and
vibes.
Yeah, dude. And look, I don't know how old they are. How old are they? Your age, Ethan?
They
look like they're almost 30.
Let's see here.
Like mid 25.
I say 33.
What do you say, sir?
I think they're too old. I would say in their mid to late 20s.
So Tori Ha is a female. She was born in 19. Wait, no, that's Jason. What the fuck? Why did it show him?
19 what?
I'm looking right now. Hold on. Let's look at her. She has an IMDb out of all the fucking things. Jesus Christ.
Famous birthdays. She is 23 years old.
Yeah, she's 23.
Oh, wow. She's really young.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking that is not to dumb down like her experience or come after her because of her age. And the reason why I bring that up has nothing to do with the paranormal, but what 23-year-old that lives on social media has this kind of fucking website? Tell me. Please tell me. Tell me, dude. Like,
I don't know.
Like, I want to ask them both. You've been on a contemporary website before, right? Like that was built this year, maybe? Or there's templates.
Not in like 2011.
Dude, this isn't even 2011. This is like 2002 graphics or development or design. This is
just cleaned
so
up.
Bad.
Now, if we start noticing they start getting improvements on their website, that just tells you that they're making more money.
So, yeah, definitely. But you know what? I've been going hard on Cody, this website thing, and it's kind of like. No, I just want to say, like, are you sure they don't have another website? This is like their website.
That's their main website.
Check her Instagram profile. See if there's anything else.
Oh, yeah, good call, Michael. Let's check that out. See what if she's got a link tree or some shit. Nope, she's got nothing.
The dude is 29 years old.
Her highlights is literally that.
Yeah, and that's on the website.
Well, look at the Facebook.
I don't have Facebook. So. Okay. Why is this landing page better than their website?
The mission.
The travel exhibition. What's his background, Ethan? He's like a tech dude, kind of like Ed Warren is, because that'd be more icing on the cake.
So from what it shows on here, let's see here.
I mean, we could look at it. They have his.
I'm looking at it right now.
His dossier on their website.
Yeah.
Cody Ray Beans is a paranormal investigator researcher from Boston, Massachusetts. He is involved with 2 groups based out of Rhode Island. When it comes to paranormal, I skipped all this other shit because I'm not trying to give them publicity in any form. When it comes to paranormal, Cody likes to take a fact-based, unbiased, technical. Yep. Who does that sound like?
Yeah.
Ed Warren.
Fact-based, unbiased, technical approach while using common sense. Who's that sound like? Dude, miss me with this shit. All right. This is fucking dumb. I don't care if people get mad at me. All right. This is super stupid. Like, miss me. Like this. How much money are they really making out of all of this? I hope they're making nothing. I'm sure they're making money out of their lectures. Their lecture.
Well, yeah, that's where they get their money from.
They have poor, website designing skills, but.
The rusted gears is what's fucking my mind. Why have rusted gears?
Dude, Michael, this is the worst part. Here's the worst part about the rusted gears. They're pixelated. It's not even an HD clear picture of them.
So do you guys want to know what you get when you subscribe to the Patreon? So you receive
Let's take
official membership plastic
How much
card.
is it? How much is it?
Hold on. A signed paranormal couple photo, a haunted museum notebook, and a vinyl die cutout logo sticker.
All 20?
That is pretty janky, in my opinion.
I want that picture of them signed.
Really bad. Should burn it.
Why is she making that?
Whichever one that they're giving out.
Who's in charge of all their social media, internet presence? This picture's fucking pixelated too.
Me.
Why are they just looking at each other?
I know. I love
there's no
because they're having a deep conversation about
this is from their
stuff.
She's looking at the sun. She's not even looking at him. Her eyes are squinting.
She's like a chihuahua in the sunlight.
Oh, dude. And there's just so much. So the benefits of signing up for this is so cringe.
I think they're great, dude.
Buy the $5 a month. See what happens. Oh, there's more. Oh my
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't see that part.
Virtual tarot card reading. No thanks.
Wait. Go to the last one. Become a part of the museum or something like that.
You got to become
your name in the museum. That's wild.
Your name or come in the museum.
So, all right. They had to have at least have 5 admissions for that because it says it's sold out. I find that a lie.
Limited spaces. Well, they have 168 members, so there's that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, who's gonna sit there and read all this? You know, dude, I know I'm getting nitpicky and all of this shit, but you know what? It's pissing me off. It pissed me off.
It's grinding.
I'm already
his
mad.
Gears.
It's grind. You know what grinds
my rusty
gears?
My rusty gears.
My steampunk gears.
My rusty, pixelated, rusty gears from 2001.
Rusty hook.
Oh, dude, this is. You know what? If they were genuine, dude, in what they were doing, I wouldn't roast
their website
horrible
would be
website.
updated.
I wonder if they're like Zach. Or she's like Zach. I'm
No,
feeling.
she's not. No.
I'm
So
feeling
hold on.
energy.
let me explain their method. It's not a traditional.
Do you have any videos to share, Ethan, to show?
I can't because it would get us copyrighted on YouTube because it's YouTube videos. Yeah, I can't. I tried.
Not on
and
Spotify or Patreon.
We can't share the videos under the fair use agreement.
No, because they have it copyrighted automatically when you start using it.
Really? Okay. See.
Yeah.
Okay. Back up, dude. Back up. Now I hate them more.
For them to be doing that?
Total fucking disdain. Really?
Yeah.
You can't even like. You know what? For the sake of this episode, let's show it, but I'll black it out for the actual. For the actual episode.
Get by with the audio?
I already had the video up.
Okay, let me close my share screen and you do it.
Can we get by with showing the audio?
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's more for our own context, you know. And I just won't show it. I'll just let the audio play. Will they copyright strike the audio?
They shouldn't. I don't think they do. Let's see here.
If we have to make it all garbled and distorted,
then we will.
So I'm gonna show.
I mean, but for recording purposes, I just want all of us to have context to see what exactly Ethan's talking about. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna show Project Fear's point of view from it. The guy from that did the spoof of Ghost Adventures. Okay. Because it's an actual interview with them, and then them doing their method.
Okay.
Let's see here.
And then and after you show the video, we'll let each individual kind of give their analysis of what we're looking at.
You remember this guy, right, Sergio?
Yeah, he's Ghost Adventures. He did have that parody.
No
this
audio.
is not them, right?
No, this is not.
So you guys haven't looked at what some.
See, look at. They even start asking him, so why you're a part of TAPS and all that stuff. But let me get to
speculating.
Yeah, show us the. Oh, you know what? You should go back there where it says conspiracy theories.
Unless it was brought to us by somebody we know.
Conspiracy.
So we haven't been looking.
Let's see what they say.
So I guess starting off, you guys heard that you guys want to talk about. Let's put it in your
right.
The biggest thing is I think, misunderstanding between the financial things. That's what, and also some of that is similar to that of the Fox sisters during the spiritualist movement.
So tell us about what
that's the other group I'm talking about. The Fox sisters
were sisters during the 19th century, 1800s. They had started the spiritualist movement that then in turn became the spiritualism, religion, the spiritualist religion. It's claimed that they would have rapping noises and knocking noises to direct communication. They would get certain knocks for yes, certain raps for no. And then they became so well known and so famous that they were, ultimately doing seances, telling people their futures, having meetings with important people to help with communicating with the other side. But there are differences to our method to that of the Fox sisters.
I hate her voice.
The big thing that
Me too.
the Fox sisters, one of the sisters later in life, admitted, it was just our joints popping and our wrists and our ankles. Yeah. So there's people out there who are saying, well, this is either Cody or Satori's, something in their body, their joints are popping. So what do you say to those people?
I said.
Because that's one of the biggest theories right now.
Yeah, so the unfortunate thing about film is you can't convey direction very well. Like when you're in the room in person, at least when Satori and I do this, you can hear footsteps coming in from different directions. We've had it coming on the walls before, on the floors above us, below us.
Coming on the walls.
Coming on the walls.
Film. But it's just one of those ridiculous things that
ghost come.
That, it's just unfathomable in our minds that could even be possible for the length of communication that we have and the sound level and everything else. It's just
And
it's just a crazy thought.
What is
when we
wrong
first
with her
started coming
face?
out about this, we acknowledged
Tell us, Sid.
Fox sisters.
Tell us.
We acknowledge that history, that spiritualist religion and the spiritualist movement. If you do your research on their method compared to our method, you will find a lot of differences. There's a lot of conspiracy about, them coming out about it being fake, but also if you do your research, you find that they were offered money to do that and they were financially struggling, and then they recanted the statement. So you wonder, like, was it actually fake? Also, there's different things like you weren't allowed to see under their dresses, supposedly, from some skeptic claims, like their feet under their dresses. You weren't allowed to, they answered questions about the future, accepted money, things like that, if you do your research.
If it's that, if that's what you're doing, it has to be your wrist, or it has to be like your knee or your foot.
Yeah.
That's the only possible thing. So like, how do we go about disproving that one day to people? Like, what's the step? Because
how do we go, like, let's cross it off the list, show everybody like it's not them like doing something.
So we did, we got really big out of our comfort zone to do this experimentation thing with Sam and Colby that we did. And we did what we were comfortable with and what the spirits were comfortable with, because there are some things that we can and we can't do. But the big thing is them holding each other? I like to look at it like this, for one. If we were to give no way for people to...
Let's see.
Yeah, what were you going to show us? Research.
Sid
the foot fetish?
Dandelion season.
Well, the most played is at the end.
Foot fetish?
What the...
Yeah.
What?
That's just them talking about how they felt.
That, like, whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah.
On top of that video of the whatever, the old video of knocking, there's like a couple of videos out there, people like filming their feet and like doing something in their shoe, and it's making like a tapping noise.
That's what I think he's doing.
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of people could do that shit. I'm actually doing it right now.
Is that what they call it, foot fetish? Because
it's really easy to do it, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, advertisement.
What the hell is this?
It kind of.
I played that game.
The same people who think Fox sisters.
Oh, joint popping stuff.
So there's one video of a guy like doing something. I don't know what he's doing inside his shoe with his toes, but it is.
What? Okay, hold on.
How did we?
Pause it. Her reaction to that was exactly, is very disingenuous. Like,
oh yeah.
If you rewind it a little, she's like, joint popping, like she was like, had no concept of the matter. It's kind of, as the youngins say, sus.
Very even sus. he goes, oh yeah, that, like,
oh yeah.
It's the same people who think
it's like when Michael, it's like when Steven's caught in a lie and he just goes like, oh yeah.
No.
Yes.
Ready?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go for it.
Oh, joint popping stuff.
So there's one video of a guy like doing something. I don't know what he's doing inside his shoe. With his toes, but
hey, did his face get like a little? You see his reaction? It was kind of like
stuff.
So there's one video of a guy like doing something. I don't know what he's doing inside his shoe with his toes, but it is like popping. It's making a weird noise. So like, would you guys be willing to do the session with your shoes off and your socks out, just to show people, like, look at our feet. We are not
fucking put their feet up like this.
That's
I'm like,
cost
I'm not
extra.
doing anything.
That's gonna cost it. You have to join my Only Feet.
Only feet.
We'll hold each other's feet.
Look at our feet. We are not popping our joints.
So the first thing sort of plays into the whole I don't want to force everybody to believe, because I wonder what that would happen to society if we did that. But also another part is, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't want my foot fetished on the internet. So I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm just completely real with you guys.
No, hold on. Pause it.
Want your
that is
feet
a bullshit response, because all you have to do is blur it a little bit and they don't see your fucking feet. That's it.
Or just have your socks
blur
on.
it.
Socks.
Have your socks on, some shit, just so that we can see the and they could put a fucking mic next to your foot just to fucking make sure. There's ways to get around it without exposing your feet on the internet. Just saying. Go ahead.
I don't know. Maybe There have been some people in privacy, and they can speak to it if they want to come forward and talk about it, that have seen it without shoes on. But it was a very closed, very, quiet, setting where we had privacy things.
Private
like that.
session.
So, but that's their thing to tell. But I don't know if I'd want to do it for everybody, because then they're going to jump to the next thing that we're faking it somehow with.
Or like, what about not today, since we've
No.
She's selling foot private sessions.
God, dude, if people are questioning you about something, okay, a good example is like when we questioned Steven about Micro Center, and then I found out later that the Micro Center thing is fabricated. By the way, he needs to tell you guys what really happened.
Oh my god.
Well, no, I went. I got. Yeah,
you went, but not during that time.
What do you mean?
You
told me you fell asleep.
Yeah, when I got home.
That's what I'm trying to say, dude.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
Okay. I'll explain later. Yes.
Yeah, he'll explain later. So if you get caught in a lie, no, back it up. Not you get caught in a lie. If someone's questioning you about something that you do or anything in this realm, or any realm really, if someone's questioning you, wouldn't you, if you knew that it was false and you were being genuine about what you're doing, wouldn't you go out there and try to prove it?
Yeah.
So what's the big fucking deal? Prove it.
She doesn't want her foot fetishized.
That's a cop-out. I'm sorry, that's a fucking cop-out. That's so stupid. There's ways to get around it that, or whatever. And that other portion is also a cop-out with her saying, oh, well, then they'll just come up with something later. And if they do, they do. Then you debunk that shit too. But what are you doing if you're faking it? You're just making it worse for the rest of us that really do experience shit, that really do, believe in the paranormal. And it's hard to explain it to people that are skeptics. This doesn't fucking help. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're right.
No, you're right.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm ranting, but this really pisses me off.
We're running out of time, but would you at some point in the future, if we ever did another video, would you be willing to do it with us, or even off camera, or just to show one of us, not even all of us?
Maybe off camera.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh.
What? Why?
Because they don't want to send it to the OnlyFans.
We'd have to see if the spirits would want to do it.
I think that'd be a great way, even if it's just
look at her husband. He's like,
and some people
I'm a cuck. I don't say anything.
Can come out even stronger. Like, guys, we saw it with their feet.
I saw their feet.
You're never gonna please them, no matter what, whether you say you did or not.
But would you even take that step, even as gross as you don't want your feet out there, just to prove to these people? Because it is to me the easiest way to disprove the joint thing is let's just film their feet and show you. It's not
he's right. Yeah, he's fucking right. It's the easiest fucking thing.
Just because, again, I just am super weird about the feet.
Pause it. Oh!
That she got fugly feet if she doesn't want her feet on camera.
Dude, no. The reason why she's saying not today, but some other time, because it gives them time to figure out how to do it. It gives them time how to stage it so that it's not coming from her fucking foot. That's it. That's what I gather from it. What, dude? Okay, go ahead.
Start farting now.
Yeah, maybe someday off camera.
Okay. Just so that people like us can come forward and say, guys, we've seen it with their shoes off, with their socks off. It's not their joints. It'd be great, I think, to eventually put it to the test, because we're not here
just wants to see some feet.
It's not our job, and it's not your job either. But I think there are some things we could do that would be
silence all the haters.
Silence at least the big theory.
And also, when we're dealing with something that's actually potentially changing people's viewpoints on what they've always believed in faith. I feel like they deserve to at least have that one thing, if you're gonna change your whole freaking faith on it, just that one simple thing, it would be after that, you guys would literally have crossed all the things that you guys could have possibly done.
She's right. If you think this is gonna change everything, then prove it. Yeah.
It's up to.
You want to know how upset I am, dude? how fucking mad I am about this whole situation right now. And I know the other side of that table, they have nothing to do with this nonsense, but I fucking hate them right now too, because they're just complicit in this nonsense, in this video, I should say. But go ahead.
Spirits, truthfully, and I know that sounds super corny, and you have to be in the room to really believe it, but it really is up to them. So it's more.
Okay, can I point something out really quick?
I'm just
keep saying to the spirits.
No. You can tell the differences between the people that they're the group, the actual Paranormal group, and them. When they talk to them. When she talks, she tends to look at the camera.
Yes, dude. Like she's trying. Oh my god, dude.
Like, like she's talking to the audience.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
versus answering their questions.
This, like, if it's an act, like, we're all and I feel bad for the people on the other. I know I just said that I hate them, but that's because I'm just mad about this situation. I know they have nothing to do with it, and I wish they had the opportunity to interview them. And I know, actually, the guy from Ghost Adventures, he really did give him a hard question.
Yeah, he did.
He really did. And it's good because they're not giving her softball questions. Because I feel like in today's society, in interviews, people are giving people softball questions just to lead them and get them in the clear. But someone like this, with so many questions, with no answers that are being asked for, why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be upset? Why wouldn't you want to give them hardball questions? And this is the worst part, is that he gave them a hardball question and they came back with a soft answer.
Yep.
An answer that kind of,
it's like a government answer.
There you go. Perfect. A government answer.
We can neither confirm nor deny that.
Yeah, exactly.
Any more questions?
Was there aliens in fucking Miami? We can neither confirm nor
there's
deny.
A lot of stuff we got to keep private because we can't,
we'll tell you at a later time. We'll tell you at a later time.
Yeah.
I want to hear what he
was
has
there
to
something
say
else?
about it.
Okay,
I just want to hear what he has to say at the end.
I'm curious. I want it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Enlightening. Whether you believe them or not, we did find it important to sit down face to face with them and ask these hard questions. I did speak with Satori very recently, and she wanted me to give you all a little update. She has.
After a lot of thought and consideration, we have decided that our communication methods should be studied further. We do not feel that this should be done or exploited and twisted within the world of YouTube. Oh, God, relax. But an actual controlled study documented with credible, neutral researchers and persons solely involved in finding the truth on the matter. We have been nothing but open and honest regarding what we do and any possible theories surrounding its cause, and will continue to do so moving forward. We will not be embarking on the journey to prove ourselves, as that has never been the point of what we do, but rather to further the paranormal field as well as our understanding of what lies beyond. More is to come in the future. Okay, digesting that, we're going to go down the line because we're all going to give our initial analysis on this cockamamie shit that's going on right now. What I gather at the end of this statement, okay, first and foremost,
to me, it made no fucking sense.
It doesn't. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
Makes
just
no sense.
Run around.
No. At the end of it, at the end of the sentence is the most important part of the paragraph, okay? She says, we will not be embarking on this journey to prove ourselves, as that has never been the point.
Never the point of what we do. Then what's the point?
But rather to further the paranormal field. If someone doesn't believe you, if a big portion of a population does not believe you, how are you further expanding the paranormal field? Tell me. It doesn't make any sense.
How are you going to expand the paranormal field if people are not believing in what you do? That's why you have to prove yourselves that it is
super
real.
Fucking contradicting. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
It's fabricated bullshit.
It made no sense.
we don't want to prove ourselves, but we want to expand the paranormal field and make people believe us. How the fuck are they going to do that if, I don't know, you don't want to prove yourself?
Also, we do not feel that this should be done or exploited and twisted within the world of YouTube.
Don't they monetize on YouTube?
Yeah, they do.
Don't they monetize on YouTube? Okay. They copyright strike people if they use their videos, which we can't even use this fucking video for the episode. I don't even know if we can use the audio.
We might, because this isn't technically their video. This is Project Fear, so it's not really theirs.
Right. Oh man.
We don't even know.
I'm mad. So, okay. After all this video and all this discussion, going to their website, seeing what they're all about and all of it, let's go down the line real quick before we jump into our videos, because I'm going to burst a fucking blood vessel.
We never finished what his opinion was.
We'll get to that later. We're running because Michael, I gotta go in a bit, and we're like it's a 2-hour episode already.
Yeah, we're at time, and it's not as fast as you can, but as thoroughly and eloquently as all of you can. Give your analysis on all this shit, that we've gathered, and your final thoughts on it, so that we could. This isn't the end. We're gonna keep talking about this shit because this is fucking nonsense. Okay.
Can I go first?
Yeah, Ethan, you take the floor. You go for it. You give it away.
So obviously I've done, besides watching the videos, I did my own research. I've been watching these dudes for like the past 2 months. Don't get me wrong, in the beginning, before I started to realize who they were and all that stuff, I believed the fuck out of it. I think everyone did when they first saw their method. I believed it, everyone did when they first saw their videos and how they did their certain things. But then I started to dig a little deeper in who she was and who he was, and and then figure out if they can disprove certain things, and them not wanting to disprove certain things, it made me not believe it even more, and like I said,
right,
there's still part of me that I wish it was real, obviously, because it would
of course
make the paranormal world amazing. Whatever,
because we love
yes,
paranormal stuff. We
right.
love it,
right? And if it comes out
fabricated,
as true,
it pisses me off.
Exactly, really, that's what I'm saying. If it's real, fucking amazing. But if it's fake, it's gonna hurt the community a fuck ton. That's how I see it.
Fuck yeah, easy. That's it.
Yeah.
And what is their method that they use? Because I never heard.
So they're communicating with ghosts, and Michael, you might be too young, but maybe it was roughly 15 to 20 years ago. People would go to like these sound stages, kind of like Maury or Jerry Springer or whatever, and there'd be a guy on the stage with a microphone, or a woman, or whatever they identify as,
asking questions, generic
questions like, I'm feeling a J. Jamie? Yes, Jamie. I hear I'm feeling a
Does
Jamie.
the month of February mean anything to you? Yes, that was his birthday.
That. Okay, shit like that. That's not real clairvoyancy. That's just snake oil bullshit. Okay. So, and the connection between the two, between that and these people, is that they're saying that they're communicating with spirits or
loved ones.
Yeah, loved ones of people going and asking questions, and their means of communication with the spirits is through knocking. Am I right or am I wrong, Ethan?
You're right. So yeah, what they do is they stand together, they hold their hands, they're in the room, and it's not like they ask questions to the people. They just say, who's here with us, right? They like how when you do paranormal investigating, you ask like, who's here, whatever. They ask, who's here with us? So then it starts knocking, and if in their method they hear multiple knocks at a certain point, that means that certain spirit wants to spell something. So then she starts going A, B, C, D, E through the alphabet until she hears a knock, and then she stops. Okay. Yeah. So as it's spelling, it's saying a sentence or a word. She's not asking the people questions; she's asking the spirits questions. But that's the conspiracy theory.
That's the snake oil part.
It's like a vocalized Ouija board.
Yeah, it's exactly. The vocalizer of that fucking the vocalization of that.
There's other methods
those
too,
shows.
Like that.
Yeah, it's just like I feel a J. I feel a J. Same concept. Mm-hmm. It could be like, B, and
the
like,
only
bro, this is my Aunt Bethany. She's dead.
Yeah. The only thing that I will show next episode, because I want people to see this, and I'll show the whole video. The only thing that still gets me to this day with their method is when, I don't know how, if they're faking it, I don't know how the fuck they're doing it, is walking, right? Because you can hear the walking, the knocking noises that you hear, but it sounds like walking, as in, it sounds like someone's entering a room and exiting, but they follow the noise, as in, you can hear someone like coming up the stairs type of thing and down the stairs. You actually hear it in the video. That's the only thing that still kind of makes me feel like, hey, if they're faking it, how are they doing that? Like, how are you hearing footsteps up the stairs and then you hear the knocking next to them? So if the guy's doing the tapping on his toe, how is he making the noise sound like it's coming up the stairs when they're not
multiple
even close
toes.
to the stairs?
Multiple toes.
No, I'm seeing the noise itself. Like,
yeah,
the noise is coming.
Right.
That's the only thing.
Maybe
right?
Maybe they're speakers.
Well, that's the other theory. The other theory is when they do it. That's why in that Sam and Colby video they have them go outside, because they thought the theory was they had someone when they were upstairs with the broom hitting the top. So that's why they had them go outside to disprove that part. Like if someone was a broom or if it was a speaker. So that's the only part that makes me kind of confused. But then again, the answers that she has, it's like, okay, you can easily find these answers on Google if you've really researched someone.
Right. It's just, there's so much to unpack. And like I said, this isn't going to be the last time we're going to talk about these individuals, because this is fucking wacky to me.
It's sus.
Super sus.
Real sus.
Matthew,
my opinion on this?
Michael, yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, you go, Michael.
It's like, all right, for instance, if you have a method and you say that it's true, why, and you like really truly believe like it is true, then why can't you prove it? Why are you like pushing away the approval? Like that means there's like a white lie somewhere if you don't want to just prove
gatekeeping it.
Yeah.
Yes, like, dude, come on, man. Shit.
If something's true, why can't you prove it?
This is like draining my energy for some reason. I feel like Jesse just not clear. You know what's funny, dude? Jesse was like draining her energy because she was being clairvoyant and like reading our rooms or whatever. For me, I'm draining because of stupidity. Like I'm just
in anger.
You're losing brain cells by the second.
Clairvoyance of dumb.
Okay.
Go ahead, Steven. What's your analysis on this?
I think it's fabricated. It's all like from the little that I've seen. That's just I don't know. I don't like the way they talk about it either. Like talking down to them and us in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's
just sounds like the government lying, like as always.
Yeah, if they're a higher being or something, correct?
Yeah, like that they know something that we don't, but they're not going to disclose it really, and we kind of just have to believe it because them. No matter what they say, like we're always going to come up with more shit to slander them. It's I don't know. It's stupid. Just
it is
prove
stupid. It's really stupid. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for giving your analysis. It means a lot. Like I said, we're not going to end because I feel like this is going to be developing, and they're going to.
Yeah, we're coming back for you guys.
We're coming. This is
back. Part one.
This is part one.
We're coming on the walls.
Okay.
We're gonna come on the walls. All right. With that being said, Steven's favorite segment. He's missed the last one.
Videos.
Keep this. We'll keep this short and sweet for Ethan because he has a date, I assume.
In the Rusk.
It's video time. Let's run through these. To be honest with you, I don't have a lot of scare for you this week.
That one with King Cobra.
Dude, I have a lot. Okay, let's start with
what the hell?
The fucking spelling on top of this. She was left me because I isn't fat, no handsome. Now she is regret.
So last video with Jesse, we had Corey Feldman video. We're gonna continue it here. A little nice trend. I think the next episode for our music podcast is gonna be Corey Feldman. To be honest with you.
Here he comes, the comeback king. Here he comes, the comeback king. Here he comes, the comeback king. Here he comes, the comeback king.
Is this on the tour? Fred Durst tour?
Here he comes, the comeback king.
What the fuck?
The comeback king.
This is already cringe, dude. He's not even out there yet.
It's all quiet. Why does that sound like it's coming out the speakers and not from the people?
Look at.
What the hell's going on? Why does this remind me of you know what this reminds you of, Sergio? Like a school talent show.
What'd you say?
It sounds like it looks like a school and talent show happening.
It does, huh?
What the hell is that? Are those like aliens?
Yeah, it's a movie, dude. You gotta see it when you have time.
Tubi?
No, I think it's called like Israel or something like that. I forgot.
Oh no.
Oh.
He did his own vasectomy. Jesus.
I hurt my hand.
Yeah, this one's kind of scary.
I hate you.
That shit's moving, dude.
The fuck? I don't like this one already.
Assalamualaikum.
What the hell? Assalamu alaikum.
Ini apa, guys?
That thing looks scared.
The fuck is that, dude?
Ini nggak disim, guys. Ini kita maju ya.
Please help me. I don't know. I think I'd make friends with that last thing.
Yeah, he looked kind of cool, right?
It looks like he just needed.
I don't know if you guys have seen this one.
I've seen this.
You see it?
Yes.
No.
Watch.
It's like
you don't see it?
Choppy. It's
look
choppy.
at her.
Yeah.
Her pants.
Run it again. Yeah, look at the middle of her pants when she does a flip.
Oh. Oh no. Ugh.
No, not that.
My life, my rules, my style, my attitude. You love me or
attitude.
I don't care, but don't play with me.
I love this guy.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck, dude. Okay. We're not gonna watch the rest of the. I'll save some of these videos for when Matt's on here. But I have one last video, so it is gonna round it out, and this is a perfect video for the four of us because we're huge fans of this individual. So I don't know if you guys remember, I shared a video, a couple episodes ago, of Ranger Man, and it was an actual skit. And he was pretending to be a detective. But unfortunately, that video on Instagram got cut off. I did find out
Oh no.
That full video is on YouTube. And we're gonna watch it to round out our video time. Okay. Let's pull that up real quick.
Ranger
What's
Man.
his name? It's Ranger Man what?
Ranger Man
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Meet Scott O'Connor.
This is it right here.
Rangertown Police Department. Sergeant O'Connor here. What? I'll be on my way. Look for a white light. Trust me, look for a white light.
Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is town Power Rangers. Now, many of them that live here.
What is he even saying?
He's got a sidecar for his shit.
He does. He does.
Right.
Fake weapon. Does he have to explain that it's fake weapon?
All right, listen up, people. We got a missing kid.
Ooh.
I'm going to reach to some of my friends. Got a location. It's in a warehouse building. Skill up.
Skill up.
Big found, guys.
The fuck is that?
Y'all travel around. I'll teleport.
That's a 3D printed FGC 9 by J-Star.
There's something the Rangers gave me.
The Rangers gave him?
Why would the Rangers give him a gun?
No, the Army Rangers. Come on now.
The Army Rangers.
He's Ranger Man, by the way. Look, he's putting the side backwards.
Oh God,
it's correct. Leave him alone.
It's green, sir. It's more expensive.
I'm having a little bit of trouble with...
I'm having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
That thing holds a 0 like crazy.
It's hard to line up. I'm novice.
I'm novice. Why is it so far back?
He's
Dude, that's really your question?
One more piece. We can get
Okay, this time, whatever crime is being committed, it already happened.
You gotta all looking at the Magpul foregrip, Sergio.
Ooh.
Yeah. Go for it.
Code 4.
Wait, code 4? Everything's okay?
No, I said go for it.
Oh. Me too.
Rangertown
Very
Police
disciplined.
Department.
Oh God.
He's looking at the camera.
He's like, oh.
What's going on?
Get your gun out. Get your gun out.
What the fuck is going on now?
He's so red. Oh my God. He's red.
No,
He threw his gun. He's out of ammo.
Hey guys, teleporter. I got her.
Oh,
He got her.
RTB.
Teacup. Teacup.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
You
he's
hear
spinning
those
it.
sound effects?
Spinning it. You see that?
Just
There were sound effects coming from the gun, and he was making them too. Oh, he's got handcuffs. Who's he handcuffing?
He has a carbon fiber holster.
The plastic carbon fiber.
That's
Can we
real.
pause
What
this
do you
real quick?
mean?
Cut.
He got it from Lucas.
take a minute, guys.
What's the title? Meet Scott O'Connor.
Yes.
Oh, let's say this cuffs did nothing.
He's out of breath.
Alright, guys, I hope you like that little skit.
Oh, we loved it. Loved it.
It's just fake. It's not real bad. It's just only for content. And afterwards,
I don't think you had to express that.
Bravo.
If
Did he say his dad's asleep right now?
Did he say that? I didn't hear.
He said that.
His arms. It's only for content. And after at some point, my dad's asleep. I asked him. I could use him his arms about these.
Use his arms?
You get the gist of it. Yes, I'm screaming.
Yep.
I hope y'all like that. And yeah, there will be a trigger warning up here.
Trigger
warning.
Twiggle.
It really. That was the best video you guys have seen in a long time. Right?
Oh, you mad lad. Oh,
what are
no.
you doing?
Oh, that's Hot Ones. Hot sauce.
Close out the video.
That's the last
Kobe
dab.
Trying to get your butthole loose and all sweaty before you're
Okay,
gonna.
hold on. Let me do the outro before you do that, because it's gonna be chaotic after that. Everybody, thank you for listening and watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We are gonna dive a little deeper on the Paranormal Couple, because there's a lot of questions that haven't been answered, and we kind of don't believe them. So I don't know if we're in the minority or whatever, but so be it. Stay tuned. We have other shit coming out on our YouTube channel. Check out Ethan's YouTube channel as well. He has his own thing that he's doing that he has going on over there. But to close out the show, Ethan is going to apparently have some Hot Ones sauce right now.
Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive.
Hot Ones last dab.
Of course, he's starting to freeze when he's doing
No,
this.
no, it's good. He's good.
Yeah, you're good.
It's probably not hot. Watch.
No, it's hot.
You want to
ready?
Wait. Before you do it, just in case anybody that's watching or listening and they understand spiciness, what's the Scoville scale on that one?
I don't know, Michael, look it up. It doesn't say on here.
What is it called? What's the
last dab?
Last dab Scoville.
It's
It is 2.693 or 2,693,000.
Damn.
No, it's hot.
I think it's hot. I've had that shit before.
Spicy.
Sergio's had this. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, don't forget to join
so
the...
spicy that it's over.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You can't.
Guys, don't forget to join the Paranormal Club.
Don't forget to join the club, subscribe or whatever. Let's see this reaction.
He's getting slightly red. Why? Why? Why are you trying to kill yourself on this?
He's gonna have to fat one after this. That hot one's gonna turn into a fat one.
Oh, he's not. He's like,
he's trying to clear out his whole system for the date.
See the steam coming out of your ears.
It hurts, huh? It fucking hurts.
Fuck.
You know what cures it? Go get some milk. He needs some milk. Go get some milk.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, he's gonna get. I need milk, please.
He is
okay,
red.
I guess that concludes.
The episode.
Wait, are we gonna see him throw up?
Can't even talk.
Is he gonna throw up on this for the fourth time?
Yeah. Just continue recording. Don't end it.
I'm gonna continue recording. I'm not gonna cut this. He's gonna throw up. Ethan, think of the saliva in your throat.
This is going on our Patreon, everyone. Do you even have a trash can, or you're just gonna fucking do it all over your setup?
Go to the restroom or something.
Take the camera. This is gonna be at the beginning of the video.
We're getting front row seats to this. Do it like
It's-
cup your
he's
shirt so
fucking
everything could go in your.
I know he's just like,
Cup it in your shirt if you throw up.
End it.
Oh, are you gonna throw up? Are you gonna throw up? Why do you want to
don't
Don't end it.
It's good content.
Don't end it.
This is Patreon content.
Do it. What are you gonna do it in
Patreon.
there? Why in there?
What the hell?
The little fucking box.
His little tube box.
Is that a dildo box? And he freezes.
Oh, you're gonna make me
Now
throw
for
up.
the next challenge, drink it.
I just started eating.
Yeah, drink your own throw up. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, drink
Now
your
that's
own.
weird.
It's fucking disgusting.
Oh fuck, dude.
I think yeah, it's great, dude.
End it.
End it, please.